Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. Welcome. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to you all for being here. May you all stay blessed in this life. Let's get the lemon into the water. The first thing that we do, it starts all progression. Labradorite stones all around us. Keeping the intuition strong, keeping the intuition high. I've been tracking Bitcoin well. I opened up a short this morning. There's a reason why I'm shorting. Look at, I got the red shirt on, and the red, I'm trying to tell you something. Just by wearing red, I'm aiming to teach you a lesson every single day here. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's put the lemon into the water like I do. Let's decalcify the pineal so we can get to higher levels of spirituality and just physicality. I'm going to take a big sip of this water. We're going to have a blast today. I'm going to teach you so much. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about cat ears. We got so much to talk about. It's Tuesday. The market usually will go where it's supposed to go today. It's not like Monday. They've cleared out who they needed to clear out. We're ready to rock. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. First thing I'm going to do is show you my trade that I started this morning. Not too long ago, I'm shorting Bitcoin up 5.5%. I want to add to this trade and continue make this one of my bigger short trades to the downside. Always use the stop loss. I'm nice enough to show you that. My take profit is 24,005. My stop loss is 28,621. I'm going to talk about why those areas are key to me, what's happening, why we must pay attention to what's going down for Bitcoin. So right off the bat, if you were in my trading group, you would have seen me open this trade, talked about it. I went over it numerous times. I made a video and explained exactly what I was seeing in the market. So shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in, and let's get it going. Another thing I'm seeing is I think YouTube just actually makes mistakes sometimes. I think they just go through your channel. I'm not saying it's nefarious, but I see some people are being unsubscribed to the channel. So I just want to make sure if just double check if you're subscribed to the channel. You know, just take a look. We were at, basically last night I went to bed. We were at 42,700. Then I woke up this morning and we were at 40,663. So I'm just, I'm not saying anything, all I'm saying is maybe it's something that happens accidentally with the channel. I'll be completely benevolent about it, but make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. All right. Anyone who's subscribed and is not subscribed, let me know. I just want to do my own sense of what's going on here. With it, unsubscribe me. See? Look at that. Someone right there said, makes me sad. Yep. Yeah, I just checked. I'm unsubscribed, even though I subscribed to your channel. See? Look at this. See? We're getting confirmation that people are getting unsubscribed on the back end. Just keep pushing it. Just keep subscribing. They cannot stop the movement. I subscribed and get alerts. I'm a new subscriber. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you. Also, follow me on Twitter. You just might get a good tweet that's going to teach you something interesting about your life, about what's happening in the markets. All right? Here's the deal. Again, I have been on Twitter since 2011. I've never seen such a trend. Pepe at 2 million tweets. But I want you to look at this tweet. This is the tweet I really want to focus on. Do you know what cat ears are? I see it on Bitcoin now. The pattern is cat ears. Yes, you heard it right. Cat ears. Not those ones. Those ones. Not those ones. Those ones, right? Get your hat out of the gutter and into the chart. So head and head. Then you got this scalping in the middle. Your trigger is that you hit this regular scalping and you come back to the downside. There it is right there. We triggered and you fall to the downside. It's likely that, and look, that actually cat ear played out right there. That first one, interesting. As we wick down, looks like more is coming to the downside as we talk about Bitcoin and break it down for each and every one of you for today. So I saw a cat ears pattern. It was obvious to me, and these things kind of were staringly in the face, and I showed you them. You can learn so much here at the channel. Who here just learned what cat ears are? Probably never heard of them before, but now you have. Who got the knowledge right off the bat in the first 5 minutes of being here after the countdown. My account's still sub, thank God. Yeah, thought it was Alex the Bateman pattern. I just tweeted live and tagged you in a video. I shared the public Twitter. If you get a sec. Thank you so much. God bless you, Jim Board. They can't mess with my subscription. I'm here every single day. Shout out to you. Never heard of the cat ears pattern. There you go. We are lifers. We will never give up. The 99. Yep. Basically a double top, but it has more to the pattern to be aware of. Exactly. So here's the deal. We're also in a descending triangle right here. Look, I'm going to just point it out because I know I got a lot going on. I'm going to have to get rid of the cat ears in a second, even though I love it. So you can highlight it. go here and you can find it. See, it says path, and you can just get rid of it there if you need to. Okay? But I can always bring it back when I want. I wonder if I can label that by itself. Can I rename that? Yeah, look, cat ears. Right? And then I could just move my cat ears around whenever I want. That's so cool. I never did that before. You always do something you've never done if you keep pushing every single day. All right? What's going on here? Just joined your channel. Already loving it. Love from Denmark. Shout out to my man, Modern Master DK. It's a natural walk with the pups. Anyone can view it. Shout out to my man. Let's get the likes up, baby. What's your input on the Pivot Traditional Auto 50? Just discovered that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't put everything in my mind that I don't need. God bless you, though, for doing that and for getting into that, if that makes you happy. I have my own system that I've been doing for over 10 years now. I'm pretty stuck in my ways when it comes to trading. I really don't need to change it. I stay really what I'm doing. I learn a few different things if people give them to me. GENSLR in the chat. Wow, yeah, Gary. Shout out to Gary. We love you, Gary. He needs the most love. Everyone give Gary a big hug. All right, please, new Bitcoin. Okay, GENSLR in the chat now. Yep. Sam is the man. That's Jebitron. I know it is. Legend. It's a technical indicator on TradingView. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I don't need it, but I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well with it. So look, here is a boom and a boom. That's a descending triangle when you have a flat bottom and a moving to the top. You can even do it this way, and it's a bigger descending triangle. Descending triangles like to dump on you. I'm just telling you, the length of the pole to the downside. That is bearish. All right? So that's our first bearish. We're gonna build a story. Trading is just like similar to being a detective. You're going to build the story. You're going to find out what's happening in the markets. You're going to break it down for each and every one of you. We're going to be there. 198 likes to 513 people in the live. That's just not going to cut it. That's not the lifer way. If you want more people to know about cryptocurrency, if you want to push forward at the speed of light, you're going to have to push more for more. Okay? Wow. A lot of these people are a bit crazy. Okay. Fave City, funny. So here's the deal. Descending triangle simply, yeah, what I want to do, they keep hitting the same bottom because that's where they're buying at the point. But eventually the sellers will break the buying whale and drop below. My man. Like the stream, people fight the algorithm. No, don't fight. We'll use the algorithm to our advantage. We don't have to fight. We have to use love. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. When we use love, we cannot be denied, everybody. When we use love, we just cannot be denied. All right? So just one thing that we got to push forward and believe in is ourselves. All right? And with that, we can't be stopped. We just cannot be stopped. Should we sell in May and go away? I mean, notoriously, May has been a tough few months. May, June, and July for Bitcoin. But only time will tell. Do you hold Wojak or Pepe? I hold some Pepe. I'm going to hold Pepe for about a year and see what happens. I learned so much with you about patterns and their importance. You're an MVP, Sam. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the love. No fight. Trade the market you have, man. I love you. I love what he's saying. Digging the suit, man. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah. Shout out to you all. I really love you. You mean so much to me. I couldn't do this without each and every one of you showing up every single day. So only idea here is, do we get a spike up to the 200 SMA, get rejected, and come on down? That's why I'm using that as protection for my stop loss, right? So I'm up in the sixes here, okay? I'm up here right above the 200 SMA. I actually should move this. Yeah, I did it to like a 2-2-3-8, which I usually don't do. Usually want it to be a 3, but I'll take it. God bless Sammy Price every day. Shout out to Frank Jackson in the house. Shout out to Jamie. If you live in love and love the lifer, then you're your own YouTube notification. Amen. Amen. But I still need people to subscribe, whether you get the notification or not. You know you're going to show up every day, but please subscribe. Just double check that you're subscribed, everybody. Anybody here that was subscribed and found themselves not subscribed, I just want to do a check. Sometimes YouTube just does a cleaning. It's not nefarious. I'm being open-minded and truly loving about it. But, you know, sometimes it happens. Not everything is perfect in life, right? So their algorithm might just do something and make a mistake. Just make sure you're still subscribed. That's all. That is all. I keep building my Bitcoin on the dips, and my USDT gets more and more, and a few bucks. Learning this technology from the lifer. Wow. Wow. I love it. I'm 100x shorting everything. Going to be so rich. Hey, I wouldn't 100x anything, but you do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do. Sell in May so I can buy your cake. I would never sell. I like what he just said. Shout out to Beta Bob, man. I'm never selling my cake. I'm staking my cake. I got cake staked. You know what I mean? And I can prove it if you want me to. I don't know why I have to, but I will. Pancake swap. Look, who likes a good pancake? I should have all these things bookmarked. You're supposed to bookmark all this stuff. All right. Bookmark this tab. Crypto deep dives, boom. And make sure you're just bookmarking everything. That's weird. Oh, that I had my finger on something. There you go. Okay, so here, if you go to the earn pools, and I connect my wallet, my walleta. Switch the network, boom. All right, I see this. I had to pay for this. Not everybody gets this little cute little thing. All right. And this is a, Harvest All. Hold on. But I usually run a couple pools here. So in my earn pool, all right, I got stake, cake, and earn, right? And I'm locked up at 4.76% with a boost, all right? The original locked amount, 600 cakes locked up, $1,600 worth of cake locked up. Recent cake profit was $18. I earned 7 cake. And if cake goes back to $40, that's a big gain. You have to remember, over time, that's huge. Huge, 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 huge. So here's the deal. Trade, swap, liquidity, earn, and we into the farms too. All right. And we got a cake B&B pool, which I always keep running. I'm always doing some liquidity. I can teach you how to add liquidity and all that. You got to come on in and show us. And that's an APR of 23.3. I mean, that's amazing, right? So continually earning on my cake. And in the next bull run, I'll get out of those earns and make massive gains. Again, it will be a long-term struggle, long-term move, but that's where the money is. The money is people that just do not worry about it, right? Continue to move. Shout out to the 600 beautiful souls on the live. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. No eat, no pay, baby. No eat, no pay. Who here knows no eat, no pay? If you're an OG lifer, I've been staking ZIL on Atomic for over 3 years. My man. Somebody knows the data from Microsoft and Google. Okay. Why is cake falling so much? Interesting. So here's the deal. Let's look at Bitcoin. The 1 hour is attempting to do one more push to the upside. One more little blast. And I saw this kind of shoulder, head and shoulder, but it's chintzy, right? Which means it doesn't have a lot of power. It doesn't have a lot of push. So I'm shorting this descending triangle. I'm shorting the idea that we're tight to the moving averages, but away from the 200 SMA. But it's not far enough, right? And we're likely to drop to the downside. I'm also shorting the idea that the 4 hour is overbought and pushing to the downside. It's trying to curve there, but I've seen this before. And what it does is it does a little punch and then dumps to the downside, horribly down. Let's take a look at Bookmap and see what's happening. They're starting to liquidate the longs, all right? Which ain't the best sign. Usually that's a good sign to make a move, but we're liquidating the longs, and there could be more. Let's take a look. They got a fat order down here at 26,600. That would be a pretty good area to think about taking some first-time profits on the move to the downside. So 26.6, 26.7 is what I'm looking for a move to the downside. And that's Bookmap. Bookmap link in the description below if you want to jump on into Bookmap. All right, that's where you're going to be able to just be able to see the liquidity. You can find out who's trading, who's doing what on the order book, right? And why I love Bookmap, I mean, see what the candles are hiding. The candles are only showing you so much, all right? And their website does it perfectly the way they showed it, you know? I really should have it up and running every time. But look, I mean, see what the candles are hiding. Like here you see candles, but now I see an order book breaking the candles down. This just helps me trade. I'm able to see why we're going certain regions, where the money is flowing, right? We also have a liquidation indicator and more. So much coming at you when it comes to Bookmap. I'm super excited. They also have some new features. I need to jump on with Bruce and talk about the new features and get them going. But they got a lot doing with Bookmap. So I'm super excited to be a part of Bookmap. Link in the description below. They are beautifully support the channel, and God bless them and everything they did for the lifer. They found me and said, hey, we are one of the most accurate Bitcoin traders we've ever seen. That's what they said. And they said, we think we could enhance your trading style, and we believe we see a long-term relationship with you. And I said, I see a long-term relationship with you. And together we form Voltron. So shout out to my peoples over there at Bookmap. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to the new people too. Shout out to Bruce, specifically Bruce Pringle, man. Not related to the Pringles chips, but Bruce Pringle, he's the man, dude. One of the nicest souls I've ever met. What a great person. May God bless you all for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Okay. You have a great voice. You should be a football commentator. Thank you, Harris John. I appreciate you, man. There's Harris, man. See, I have a photographic memory. You're the man who got the Pepe. God bless you for getting into that, Pep, for answering my questions and helping out on my Twitter moves, man. And I'm going to pin a message here in the comment section. If you want to join my Discord, which is my trading group, where you have been able to see my short this morning and know exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. And I'm not a signals group. I said yesterday something very interesting to my trading group, right? And I'm going to read it out loud to each and every one of you. Things that I break down, things that I talk about, all right? I said I could just give you signals, but then you can't give me calls back. So who is the wiser? This is why signals groups are for the birds. Training people to see the sauce is far more rewarding to me. I have a high probability way to know what will pump. I can keep that deep knowledge from you, or I can give it away and accomplish my goal of teaching the gems that took me years to figure out. God will bless me with more insight and gems if I keep giving them away. This is the road to abundance. By giving it away, I'm convinced there'll be more to give away. Abundance. So when you basically, it's like throwing yourself out into the realms of the extremes and knowing that you're going to get it back. You know, and it's not easy. Not many people can do those things. All right? So remember, what does the chart convey to you about LCX? I'm still holding. Lifer's 3-month is $330 in the Lifer Vision. God bless you. Yep. Thank you, everybody. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Okay. Whoa, what is she doing over there? All right, everybody, may God bless you all here. And so let's keep it moving. Let's break it down. Someone asked a super chat about LCX. We're going to talk about that too as well. We're going to break it down for you. So I see Bitcoin making a move to the downside again, and I do see kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder there, but it's slanted. And here's the deal. I'm ready to flip long. If we can break back above this area and we can do a retest here, I will get stopped out of my trade and I'll flip long, right? And then we'll have a breakout of the falling wedge. Falling wedges do break out 68% of the time, but I'm seeing some bearishness. I'm just seeing some bearishness again. I could be wrong. I'm not always 100%. I'm about 80%. So 20% of the times I may be wrong. But most of the times I'm going to be correct based on the indicators that I use. All right? Shout out to you all. I just tuned in. Are you entering into any shorts? I'm in a short as we speak right now. All right? Up about 477% on the 77, of course. The second I check on it, you saw how the 77 appears wherever I touch the music and the moment. Up and down, either way, I'm buying, baby. Shout out to my buddy. I'm stacking my Bitcoin too as well. All right. Good morning, Lifer. I listen to you every morning while I'm welding. Yo, what a cool welder, man. I love that. That makes me feel really, really awesome. God bless you. And, you know, a lot of crazy things were trending here on Twitter. Not saying I believe them all, just looking at some things. I always read all types of different information just to bring it in. Coinbase, big deal, suing the SEC. They're saying enough is enough. Daily Crypto News Show Live, they're doing it. Coinbase is suing them, and you can mint this minted mine. You could mint this. Look, you could mint this for free here. Stand with crypto, and you mint this for free. It lets them know. So I'm minting mine right now immediately, and it's not a scam. Brian, this came from Brian. Let me double check. Yeah, this is from Brian Armstrong's official chart. Don't go anywhere else. But yes, and when you do this, you mint. All right? You mint this, and yeah. Okay. Hit my account that I want to mint it on. Hit connect. All right. Switch the network to the Ethereum network, and I mint this. Look at that, 777. You don't think that's strange? Dude, why does everything I do on the 777, it's starting to bug me out? Like, who's following me around? Look at this. I start to go mint, 777. Look at this, 2377 USD left in ETH, on the ETH right now. I just think it's weird. Everyone's like, you're making it happen. You want to see it. But it happens all the time. And look at this. There's 1,772 minted. Yo, who here sees the 77 all the time whenever I do anything? Every single time I do something lately, every single day, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, what I'm touching. It's following me around like a loyal German Shepherd. It's insane. Dude, I catch it all the time. And look, I even caught it here, though. Look, it's going to be 70. Dude, I find this insane. And I love what he's doing. He's showing solidarity through minting the badge, baby. Jump on in and mint the badge. Always with you, Sammy. It's every time, baby. It's every time. Have for years now, for some reason. I never saw that. And I'll share that on Twitter. I'm just minted. Stand with crypto. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And this is how we form a union. Crypto is stronger than anybody realizes. It brings more people together than anything. Right? When you're middle school, it tells you, I'm not embarrassed that you chaperone my field trip. I think it's awesome. I got to spend time with my friend. Yo, I love that. I always did that too. I chaperoned my daughters as much as I could. May God bless everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all for being here. So, yeah, I mean, Coinbase suing the SEC. And let's break that down. I mean, that's a big deal. What are they going to do? And they got bank loads of money. They're going to get down to brass tacks. They're going to make it happen. All right. Coinbase sues the SEC to respond to rulemaking petition. Coinbase filed a lawsuit against the Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday, asking the court to compel the commission to respond to a rulemaking petition that Coinbase submitted last year. That petition asked the SEC to use its rulemaking powers to provide new guidance on what digital assets trade as securities, and arguing existing rules for securities exchanges don't make sense, right? So they got served a Wells notice. They were like, dude, you can't serve me a Wells notice without explaining the rules, right? And they said, we have asked for the rules for numerous times over and over again. Coinbase sues the SEC, forcing response to rulemaking petition. We went over this yesterday, but he's saying, hey, you have to respond now. Now Coinbase has filed an action to compel the SEC to respond, yes or no, to our July 22nd. It'll be a year, asking the SEC to use its formal rulemaking. Continues Grewal. From the SEC's public statements and enforcement activity in the crypto industry, it seems like the SEC has already made up its mind to deny our petition, but they haven't told the public yet. So the action Coinbase filed today simply asked the court to ask the SEC to share its decision. They're going to have to say something. They're going to have to say something. My man, Smoke Jaw, I can't believe it. He had a one-on-one yesterday with me. $300 an hour, no lie. He paid $300 an hour to sit with the lifer. Most people will gawk and look at me. I'm very busy. My time is extremely valuable. All right? He threw $50 on a super chat now. That's how much he got out of it. I can't believe you would do that, man. May God bless you and yours, my friend. Thank you so much. And look, his first super chat ever, and it's 50 bones. You're the man, dude. You're the man. Smoke a J, man. It sounds like Smoke a J, but that's his last name in Polish, I believe. That's not. It doesn't say Smoke a J. Smoke a J. It's funny. That's actually his last name. It's Polish. You know what I mean? I have Voltron NFTs. That's pretty cool. Can I get one? No, I'm just messing around. Keep your NFTs, but I would love to get down on that. I'm aligned with the universe and God. I submitted to God and I see the 777s everywhere I go. How is it 777 ETH to do that mint? I find that. And how is there 17,700 people doing that? Wow. And look, and now it's 17,841. Look, it's over. Like, when I minted, it was 17,772, and then my mint was 777s. I mean, yeah, whatever you guys think is possible. Can I mint another one? Just keep minting. I stand with it. I love this idea. This is really cool. Anyway, let's get back into Bitcoin. And there's my short just doing great to the downside, right? And now the 4 hours about to roll over on us, in my humble opinion. The 8 hour and the 6 hour look absolutely horrible. This 6 hour is going to dump us to the downside. Look at the last few times. Look, why am I doing this? Why am I shorting the market today? There's a few key reasons. I've showed you why already, but there's a few key reasons, all right? Here, the stochastics were high, dump. Here, the stochastics were high here, dump. Here, the stochastics were high right there, dump. Here, the stochastics were high right here above the dotted line, dump. Here, the stochastics were here above the dotted line, sideways to the downside. Here, the stochastics were high right here, dump. And we're above the dotted line and curving here on the 6 hour. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, it was 90% accurate that if you had shorted the high stochastics pointing to the downside, you'd be in the muddy. So I don't know what to say, but here we go. And there's the massive dump. We're now up 8%, $45 and $500. I mean, that's how you take it home. I should have put $5,000 on this and made, and I'm going to start up at the ante. I'm getting more and more comfortable with the money that I have in the account. I'm getting better and better at using just a little bit of leverage. I always use less than 1% of my portfolio, and I always use a stop loss. Those are the two rules that must be used any single time you make any trade. Use 1% or less of the portfolio on any given position and only use the stop loss. This is how I grow accounts slowly but surely to the upside. You must remain diligent. You must be responsible. You cannot just throw caution to the wind and do whatever you want. It doesn't work like that, all right? The one-on-one is legit. Can you imagine sitting there with the legend himself showing you his actual blueprint to the system? Money well spent. If you ask me, hey, God bless you, man. Thank you for saying that. You sound just like me, Sammy. Stop losses are a great trading tool every time, baby. Lifer joining us, D-Gens. The line from The Big Short. What do you want me to say? I think you've already said it. That's right. Thank you, Lifer, for putting in the work for all of us. No, I put in the work for me because I love to work every single day, and I put in the work for you because I know you can learn from me, and that's the key. I'm stuck in the zone right now. And when I mean I put in the work for me, I mean if I don't work out in the morning, I don't feel great. If I don't do what I need to do in my obligations, I don't feel good. When the stream ends, I can go on with my day and be like, you know what? I did something for somebody else. I pushed forward. It's not easy to show up every single day for over 800 days. I haven't taken a day off in a long time, everybody. In a long time. Even when I fly to Austin, Texas, my flights and my trips are not, they're not the average trip for the average person. I get there, I get to the hotel. What's the first thing I do? I set up my remote system. Then I live stream for a second, make sure it's working, say what up, make sure the Wi-Fi works in case I have to figure something else out, okay? And then from there, I continue to move and continue to grow. Then I might go out to eat. I might be able to jump in the ocean if I'm in Miami for like an hour or two. But then I got my iPad with me at least. I got my phone hotspot. I flip it on, and I'm going to go be over in Bitcoin. I'm going to be finding gems for you. I will never stop working for you. I love what you've done for me and my channel and my whole entire life. I will never stop working for you. Every single day. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm completely sober and clean, and it feels amazing. It is an amazing feeling to be free of all things that could, you know what? Everything else is a crutch. We're all trying to learn how to cope with life. When we cope with life on life's terms, we don't go to these substances. We push forward, man. And, you know, if you're struggling, I love you. If you're there, I love you. I'll be missing you in Miami, says my wife. That's why I took a nice 5 days. No, I'm just joking. Everyone, tell my wife that I'm going to be a good boy in Miami and she has nothing to worry about. Tell her that the lifer is going to be great. I'll find some young men to walk on the beach and we'll talk about life. You know what I mean? I will mentor some, I'll mentor some people there while I'm there. Anyway, I don't want them to be taken the wrong way. You know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless you all for jumping on into the live stream. So I'm still short, and you can see why I'm short. Really not much else to talk about, right? I see a descending triangle, and I'm short on the 8-hour to 6-hour time frame. Dump peasies coming to the downside. Look at the 15-minute just took a nice dump to the downside too as well. Staying inside the channel, but it keeps 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep hitting the zone. You flip this upside down. Look, that's an ascending triangle. I trade that all the time to the upside. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder there too as well. And don't forget the cat ears that we've talked about and broke it down. Who hasn't seen the cat ears, we'll bring it back out for you. This is called a cat ears pattern with the scalping in the middle, and you're retesting the scalping. Of course, you're also not able to get above the previous resistance. It's highly likely we make a move to the downside. I'm in the zone today. I can feel it. So it is what it is. So just be careful, you know. And let's see if there's any big gainers still. There's still going to be some little coins creeping, but for the most part, got the Skittles going from the seeds, man. Oh, man. Lifer going to be a celebrity down there being swarmed by the lifers. No. Shout out to Lifer him. Join the Discord. It's the one thing that has given me the higher education I needed. The Discord helped me put down the drugs and alcohol and gave me the sense of family I've always needed. Let's go. God bless you for saying that. Good morning, Money Man Sam. Shout out to my man, Rose City PKM. It's the Batman. So we going down. I trust my Sammy. Shout out to my wife. She wants to jump in the live. She wants to be here. You know, you can be on camera whenever you want, baby, if you want to be a part of the love. We all love you, Beeb. Beebs McGee's. Jump on in whenever you want, Beebs. So, look, I was talking about Acquire last night. It looked nice to me. It was tight in the channel. Looked like it could make a little move to the upside. It was a little move, nothing crazy, but a nice 16% when the market's not looking good. And it was in a tight bull pennant. And I could see that it could pump to the upside. So, Acquire looks nice. Also, look at now it's in a flag of the 15-minute. This thing may still have gas to the upside. So one of the few coins that's actually bullish right now is Acquire, ACQ, and that could give us another move to 0.46 from 37. That's about 9 on 36. That's about 23% gains coming out of Acquire. This thing could continue to the upside. Just something to think about on your radar. Hey, my system says it could be a go-go there. Again, nothing is guaranteed. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? Just something to think about for you all. All right? Okay, dokie. I show up every day to extend the love and the gratitude to Sam. Sam has absolutely saved my life. I get in there so I can welcome you in the group and will help you grow, man. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. I'm up 24% shorting Doge. And you know what? The fact that you just said that, I'm going to hook you up. Because, you know, you can go to Bookmap wherever you want, but you can't get Doge on Bookmap, but you can get it with me. So let's take a look at Doge on the Bookmap here and see what's happening. Maybe I might have to lower the granulation size on Doge, right? But you can see there is a fatter zone here of liquidity at the 77 level. Interesting. Looks like Doge is going down to 77. Then it may continue to the downside. The bigger coins are going to follow Bitcoin. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is, right? And if you shrink down, I mean, you're kind of even Steven there. But yeah, I see a move to the downside. Everything on the bigger time frames will follow. We also have Link here, just in case you want to see a little bit of Link, Chain Link. Which actually, I don't know what order book that is. A little scan. I would have to change that. Even showing liquidations on Link, but it's not, I may have to change that one. So here's my Bookmap idea. I mean, it suggests that we go lower. And look, there's just a fat order down here at 26.6. So it's likely we go down and fill that order. You don't want to be inside of the orders there. There you go, 77 again, up to 20% shorting XRP this morning. God bless you. BB goes into instantly silent after being invited onto the live stream. So funny. Does any, one thing, who here is subscribed to my channel but found out this morning that they may not have been? Just double check, make sure that you're still in the zone with me, all right? And look, these high coins could continue a little bit. Little possible scalp on this high coin while Bitcoin goes sideways at this point. That's a bull pennant. Bull pennants break up 68% of the time. That's the 15-minute scalp. Just be easy. But a possible 15-minute scalp here for high MAYC. I would keep my stop loss below the 200 SMA if I could do that. And you can at 321. I mean, it's nice. You got a golden cross there. I wouldn't be surprised if this continued to the upside based on the indicators. You have the 50-day crossing the 200. You have tight moving averages. You have a falling wedge on the RSI. I always put the RSI in these wedges, in these panels, in these channels. I said panels. And you have lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, and you're low on there. This tells me high MAYC, which is Mutant Ape Yacht Club. It's a fraction of it. So you can trade fractions of NFTs. It's called Fracton Protocol. It's the one that does it. And honestly, Fracton Protocol might be going up based on this idea too as well. Also, this is just a scalp. Remember, it's high risk, high reward on a day like today when Bitcoin's struggling around. What is a scalp? A scalp is a fast trade, an in and out on a smaller time frame. It's when you just snatch little bits of liquidity here and there, all right? And there's the trade, still up 6%, up $36. And again, yes, I'm trading a very light amount of leverage, okay? I know I was the anti-leverage guy for years, and people might be like, hey, but I'm only doing it with very small amounts. I'm showing how I can turn this $500 into $5,000. It really was $800. I am down a little bit, I'll be honest with you. I traded too hard on a Friday through a Saturday, and I learned my lesson. I'm just not touching those time periods, all right? We had a massive move that got me back in the game on Sunday night, and now we're continuing to grow. And you can see, I've made hundreds of thousands to dang near $1 million trading, and I don't need to use big leverage or show you how big my cojones are. I'll be like, look at me, make it down. All I need to show you is how to do it correctly. And so I'd rather show you a small account and build it to a bigger account, because that's where most people are when they start trading. They don't have tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Also, I didn't do this. I've been trading for, since I was 25 years old. I'm now 40, 15 years of my life I've dedicated to trading, and I didn't trade leverage for years. So am I just going to throw big money into something I haven't done before? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. What I really like about the Sam is that he follows the quote, honesty is the best policy. You got to love it. Well, Marky and Peter are going to be with you, Sam, to Florida. Hey, they come with me wherever I go. Hey, Sam, am I coming to Florida with you? Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before my... Everybody, I love Meg. Stop putting Meg down on the show. It's not funny. She's my daughter and I love her. Brian, come on outside with me. Let's go for a walk. Everybody, my name is Maki Wahlberg, and it doesn't matter. I did everything, babe. I played a cop. I played a fireman. I was even that guy at the gym doing all those cool things, remember? And I had a run, and I was doing, I can do it, babe. I even invested in Gala with The Rock. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make tons of money in crypto. So what? Tom Brady was my buddy, and he did the FTX thing. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I called Tom the other day. He was crying to me. I told him, Tom, don't worry. Just buy some Gala. We're going to make it all back, Tommy. We're going to make it all back. I know Giselle left you probably because you put all her money in FTX. It's okay. It's okay, Tommy. It's okay. Just give me a call. I love you. We'll be together one day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all for being here. Stay blessed. Stay happy. I hope I can make you smile on a day no matter what's happening. Remember, this is your life. You got to live it, baby. You got to live it to the best you can. And ACOIN, our gainer 2 here. Look, I put this in this little flag here. ACOIN continued to pump up a little bit. Flag wasn't perfect. I don't know why it's so off adjusted here. Oh, I think I built it up on a bigger time frame. But this thing's been booming. We put out ACOIN back here just the other day in the trading group inside this channel, and this thing is up huge right now. One of the bigger gainers of the last few days, up 79% for ACOIN. Bang, badoom, bong. Let me get that for you, Sean, and you can send it to the gains. So we still make gains no matter what's happening in the market. ACOIN just banging on them to the upside. That was the initial trade, but this thing continued to go up 79%, still holding a gain of 58% for ACOIN. And yeah, we were able to see that this was likely to pump ACOIN. And we found it on the live stream, if you remember correctly. I was looking at the live and I said, man, this looks highly likely to make a move. I believe it was Sunday night when we talked about it. ACOIN to the upside, continuing to bang on them. Boom, boom, boom. And I believe we still have that on the gains. Yeah, there it is right there. ACOIN, all right? And subscribe to my channel. Here's the deal. I got a new channel, Sam Price, all right? Here it is right here. And it's at Samuel James Price is the ticker, all right? Let's see here. There we go, 141. If I get to 500 subscribers, my first video is coming out. So I need you guys to get me to 500 so my first video can come on out. I've pinned it here in the comment section below. I'll also tweet it out. And on this channel, you're going to see so much more about me. Because here, I got to do the charts. People expect what they want. But my new YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about my health. I'm going to talk about how I stay healthy, how I work out, what I'm doing for my real estate portfolio, and how I'm going to grow it into something beautiful. I'm telling you right now, follow the journey with me. It's just going to be like when I followed my first journey, when I first started on Twitter, YouTube there, crypto YouTube, and we're going to move it to the upside. Let's get to 500 subscribers for my first video, and that will be the celebration. I get to 500 subscribers, and my first bit of content will come out. Okay? Let's get... Maybe we want to put an S. Yeah. Edit the tweet here. Let's get to 500. All right. Let's get to 500, baby. Let's get to 500. All right. Who's messaging me? I want to see who's messaging me on Twitter. Always someone messaging the kid on Twitter. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And it was Tommy Crown. I invited him on the channel. He said he's traveling all of May. Who here wants to see Tom Crown on the channel? Me and Tom Crown together. Anyone want to see me interview Tom Crown on the channel? Let him know. It's only going to help him in his life if he jumps onto the show, man. We got such beautiful people. Show us the DMs. I can't show you the DMs. I can't. I know you want to see them, but I can't. That's just rude. If you show people DMs, then no one's going to ever DM you again. You know what I mean? No one's ever going to DM you again. Everyone, go to his Twitter right now and tell him he has to jump on the channel. Let's see how much responses he gets. If he gets more responses than his last tweet, then he may change his mind and make it happen. You never know. He said he is traveling all of May, but there's got to be a day he's not traveling. Every single day, Tommy. Every single day. I'm traveling a good amount of May too, but not every day. Nah, but it's all good. Shout out to effing Book, man. Sorry, I am rude. Shout out to Evan Book. Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't see it, so I'm just going to act like I didn't see it. Sam, I love your show and trading group. Can you look at JASMY 22 hour? Thanks. You're the GOAT, man. Thank you so much, man. You know, goats have 3 bellies, I think. You know what I mean? So ACOIN banging to the upside at 83.77%, of course. And I didn't do that on purpose. I wasn't even looking when I fully dragged that out. Shout out to Shano. My team is strong, baby. And I'll throw that into the and honestly, yesterday was one of the flattest days for the market. Really no volume at all. It was hard to get any juice out of the market. Even Bitcoin was flat. Like nothing happened, right? So, bang. All right. Now, Phantom 3S looks nice to me. And I found it in a flag here. And I said, that's another flag. It likely could continue to the upside. I put it out last night. It is now up 11% on the move. So, Phantom gaining some steam, up 11%. All these coins are going to follow Bitcoin when they dump to the downside. And this isn't Phantom. This is the 3S token on KuCoin. And I did link, look, if you look at the pin section here, because we trade MEXC and KuCoin exclusively mainly, right? So hit my Discord if you want, hit my MEXC, and see the pin comment, or join KuCoin. There's 3 things there. Join the trading group, join MEXC. And MEXC, I got to talk about, they're hooking us up just a few more days here, right, to get these awesome bonuses if you jump on in. And they have 0 maker and taker fees right now. So jump on in today. They're hooking you up if you're a crypto lifer. All the crypto lifers get hooked. So jump on in. 0% spot, 0% maker and taker fees. The only trading group I know doing this. And I bring this up every day because the other day I went to Binance US. I had to drain a bank account just for my, some personal reasons. There was a reason I had to take all the money out. I wanted to convert all that money back to Bitcoin. It was about $6,000. And I decided, you know what, more Bitcoin. So I went to buy $6,000 worth of Bitcoin. What happened? They charged me almost $500 over spot. All right. And they took about $100 on me. It was a bad move. I should have bought US Tether, sent the Tether over to MEXC, and bought it for free with 0 spot fees. So take advantage. They're probably, once this promotion is over, or the way they're doing this, you never know. I believe they will go back to some fees here on spot, only a matter of time. So I would take advantage of this if I was long-term hodling or doing anything. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I like to save money. All right. As my dad said, I'm not a miser, I'm an economizer. I always thought that was pretty funny, right? So here's the deal. 0% spot, maker, and taker fees. Jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. And 11%, I gave this to the trading group last night. You would have been privy to this information. Boom. I also talked about Matic because they're fudding it. So I felt like Matic would pump to the upside based on the FUD. All right. Not sure, what happened to my, but I had this going. And that's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break out parabolic. And it's likely we're going to get a parabolic move here on the Matic short. A lot of people are not upset with the devs leaving. How do you leave the project in the middle and go to a veil? All right. That's the project that they're starting. It's called a veil. So, do we sell all our Matic for a veil? I mean, it's kind of like, do we follow the math? Do we follow the guys who created the project, right? And Arbitrum, we're going to take a look at Arbitrum later today. All right. But remember, just dabbling into these little coins here, not buying too much all the time. And let's see if there's a strong coin in the last 1 hour. Pancake swap. Wow, it did get slammed. Why did it go down so hard? It went down 27%. I've never seen that. I'm wondering why Cake got slammed. Someone brought that up to me. I don't pay attention to that daily price, so wow, that's insane. In the last hour, most coins are down. Really nothing to write home about. It's a bearish day. We're going to look at the S&P and the stock market too. We're going to look at the dollar index. And we could be getting a bounce for the dollar here off that double bottom possible. All right. So just something to think about, right? Meme man stonks. That's funny. That's so funny. You got to laugh, right? But yeah, nothing really strong on the 1 hour time frame here on a Tuesday. Rocket Pool down to 44. Cardano back to 37. These are the days, baby. Bitcoin goes back down, possibly to 25, 24,000. I believe that could be our next bottom. KuCoin shares is another beautiful coin that I like to hold long term. I got it at $1. I sold it at 17. I never bought it back. But one day, I believe I'm going to get back into some KuCoin shares. GMX has been on my radar too as well because, these decentralized exchanges are interesting to me. MakerDAO on the 77. See, that's making it happen. When you go right to something and you see it, well, it did change after that. But you know what I mean? But when you do something and then it's always on the 77, that's just so interesting to me. All right. Boom. I didn't want to show that. I'm sorry. I click on this and I just see what's happening. I scroll through the day, If I show something, it does not mean that's what I believe or think or feel. I just want to mint another one of these. I don't know why. I'm just into it. I'm just into minting these. You do not have enough ETH. I have no more ETH to mint. Wow, that's how much it cost to mint. Wow. Wow. I got it on my phone. I got some ETH on my phone though. Let's see how fast it takes to send ETH from my phone to my hardware wallet. All right, watch this. I'll paste it in an app that I can send the address around. Hold on one split second. I'm still here. Just had to get my phone. I'm still here. You can hear me. Okay, check this out. So I'm going to show you how long. Who cares? Let's take some takes. How long will it take? How long will it take? How long will it take, baby? How long will it take to get the ETH from my phone? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the address, first of all. Any takers on how long this is going to take? The other day, Bitcoin was fast. Bitcoin took I sent $45,000 worth of Bitcoin. It was fast. It was faster than you would ever believe. I was amazed. Absolutely amazed. Wow. How many beautiful souls we have here on the live today as we're continuing this short to the downside here. All right. How many beautiful souls here? 777. There's the 77 again. I almost came at the 777s. It was close. 775. 4 to 10 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. $59 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. You're blessed. So I got $53 in ETH here, right? So I'm going to send $40. All right. So I go here. Okay. I see my ETH. And I tried to buy something in it, and it got stuck. You know how to get rid of a transaction that gets stuck? You got to go find the nunts. Go get the nunts. It's a whole thing. It's insane. All right. So here we go. I'm going to paste the address in right now. All right. Yep. Add this address to your address book. Okay. Big comp. Because I keep a MetaMask in my phone and a MetaMask in my computer. Okay. So there we go. And we're going to send the ETH. Right? Next. How much ETH we're going to send? About $40 worth of ETH. Which they should let you just do the whole amount, right? Use max. And then I'll change the letter. It says use max. And then bear with me here. I just want to see how long it's going to take. I'm going to send 0.025 ETH. Next. All right, ready? I'm about to hit the button. Who's got the timer on? Who's got a timer on here? We got to find a timer here. Internet timer. There's always something you need. Just search the internet for it. All right, this one's going right here. We got an internet timer going at 4 minutes. I'm going to press ETH, and we're going to show the wallet. How long do you think it's going to take? And I hit send. Transaction error, send. Replacement transaction underpriced. What does that mean? Network fee. All right, we'll try to change it to... Why was it doing that? So send 0.02. Transaction replacement transaction underpriced. I've never heard of that. I don't know what that means. Now I want to do something fun, and I'm getting transaction error. Replacement transaction underpriced. Oh, I get it. I know what it's saying. I know why. I have a transaction that's stuck right now, right? And when the transaction gets stuck, you have to do a transaction of a bigger gas fee to get it unstuck. I remember. I know what's going on. So we're going to edit the network fee and put it to the fastest and to the highest. All right. And there we go. Transaction submitted, waiting for confirmation. Okay. And I did it at 3? You guys saw when it happened. You guys could see it when it happened. Still waiting for confirmation. Submitted. Okay. And we'll see what happens with that as we continue. I don't know, man. ETH shouldn't take long, and then we can mint another one of those puppies. It's taking too long already. You know what happened, though? I have a transaction that's stuck right now, and I need to fix it. I'll teach you how to fix a transaction, too. I have a MetaMask class. I can teach you all that. You go into the actual transaction, you find the nonce, then you get the nonce number, and then you change the nonce number. What you want to do is you want to go here into your settings. Where is it? This is like deep diving. Nope. No. Hold on. I'm going to get it. To advanced, you're going to keep going down, right? Advanced gas controls on. You want that on. Always. And you want to find the nonces. And just while you do this, you put the nonce on manual. All right? Customizable transaction nonce. See this? You click this on. And what you do is you're going to change the nonce number to the nonce number of the transaction that's stuck. But you're going to up the ante of the transaction. And what's going to do is it's going to cancel the old one and give you a new one. And that's how you get over. If you just want the nonce to do the next nonce that's coming. You get what I'm saying? That's important. So I could teach you how to run the MetaMask like a boss. Like I know it in and out. Because back in the day, we had all these issues and we had to figure all this stuff out on our own. Okay? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to do these things. So that's what's happening to me. I'm like stuck up. I'm stuck in nonce number 1 here. All right. Interesting. I'll have to solve that at another time. I don't have the time and I don't want to go through the Etherscan right now. Kind of sad, right? And that's something about blockchain that needs to be fixed. Like the average person's not going to figure out all the stuff that I figured out. The average person's not going to do the research that I did. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? Shout out to the 964 people in the live. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And we're continuing to short here on MEXC. All right, up 4% on $530. And I'm going to up the ante if I can. The whole point is I don't want to put more, so I want to open up maybe another area, another account, or I'll short somewhere else possibly, maybe on KuCoin. I'll short on KuCoin. That's what I'll do. I've never really perpetually shorted on KuCoin. I'll do it over there, and I'll add to the trade here at that. What is that? Oh, the timer's done. So cool. I was like, yo, what the? Never heard that before in my life. Anyway, let's get into the DXY in the S&P. If you're trading traditional markets, this is the place to be. We'll also give you the NQ. We'll give it all to you. So here's the deal. I mean, look, the DXY is coming up, and it has legs. That's a flag, and you're back inside the flag. When you get back inside a flag, you're likely to make a move. You do have a symmetrical triangle similar to Bitcoin, all right? But the DXY looks like it may pump up to the 200 SMA here and get a bit of a move. We also have a bit of a double bottom there. We could get a move, but, for the most part, to me, it's going to make it's going to make a bigger descending triangle. See that? We could come up, come down, and we continue further to the downside. But right now, it looks like the 4-hour may give a little more pump to the upside. The daily may make a double top, but I see the daily eventually making a move to the downside. Symmetrical triangle, really. Almost called it a bear flag yesterday when I looked at it quickly, but it is a bit of a symmetrical triangle. There's the base, right? Now, and look, when you're tight, you pump up to the... I wouldn't be surprised if the dollar got a little bit of a pump up, all right, in the next couple of weeks. But over time, I believe it's going to continue to draw down. I do see this kind of cup and handle, though, on the dollar index, all right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all my old work on the dollar and see if I can see anything fresh. That's what I like to do all the time. I'll go to the 3-day chart, even the weekly. Let's go to the weekly on the dollar index. So, look, the weekly is flattening out, but it's just crossing the dotted line. A lot of times when it does cross the dotted line, we get more of a dump to the downside. So you connect this dot, you kind of have you still have a bigger symmetrical triangle, in my humble opinion, on the weekly. Where's your major resistance? Well, you have some right here at 119. Remember, that was our top. I called the top of the dollar there. I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19K because I figured my purchasing power was done. I saw a bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame. What is bearish divergence on the weekly? It's when price action swings on up, but this swings to the downside. We saw something similar to Bitcoin. All right, I'll duplicate this, and this is how you can learn whatever. You can even use inverse assets against each other. So crazy. We just went up to 900 people on the live, right? 900 people, and then we brought Brock down. We just hit 900 people. I saw it, and then 200 people disappeared. 200 people don't disappear. That doesn't happen. We're at 936, and then we just, boop. Come on now. We know what's going on. We have the strongest crew in crypto, and they don't want to let us shine, baby. Look at that, 654. You really just think that many people just left the stream? Not happening. Not happening. We know what's up. I know what's going on. There's probably 1,000 people on the live. Not showing everyone that's on the live. We know there's more people on this live. We know that we know what we're doing here. But that's, you know, I don't even look at the numbers anymore. I look at the frequency of my life. And the frequency of my life is just telling me that we're going to the moon, baby. Let's take a look at BTC on Binance here, or even Coinbase, right? And we're going to go to the weekly chart, all right? I'm going to teach you something right now that's going to blow your mind. Oh, wow, that's that long that they didn't. That's insane. So we'll go to the all-time history index. But up here, look, and it's funny, I'm on logarithmic view showing you this idea here, all right? $1,888 in $188,000 for Bitcoin by September of 2025. Imagine the move there. And look, from 19K to 69, it's about a third and a half to the upside, right? So if we go 3.5 times 69, if we make the same returns that we did last time, you're looking at a $241,000 Bitcoin. So if we just make the similar return from this top to that top, as you can see, 20K to 70K is about 3.5. If we do a 3.5 move to the upside here, that's a $240,000 Bitcoin. Imagine where Ethereum would be, somewhere in the $14,000, $16,000, maybe even $18,000 ETH. I mean, that would pump altcoins to a whole new high, ways we would never, like, it's just unbelievable. So, all right. Okay. Shout out to Jim Borg, man. I hope that your Roku is okay. Thank you for jumping on in. So here's the deal, though. I'm going to get out of this, but this is cool. I posted this on Twitter. It's set in stone. You know what? Let's publish this too. I'll publish this so it's set in stone forever. All right. Huge Bitcoin prediction. And category, bit of trend, but more technical, and chart patterns, right? And it's long. It's a long idea. Yep, and I published this. This will be set in stone forever on my profile, Crypto Lifer at TradingView. Follow me here, and you can see some of the crazy predictions in which I've made in the past, which are pretty interesting. All right, very, very interesting, actually. So, one of the craziest ones I ever made, right? I'll show you here. I don't want to go to... Why is it doing that? It's making it hard for me to see my prediction center here. There we go. Crypto Lifer profile. Check this out. This was like nuts. This was absolutely nuts. And I always remember this. It was pretty crazy. And I like posting ideas here. But look, on October 4th of 2021, Bitcoin to pop to 69,000 projection in a nice cup and handle. I predicted 69,000 back in October of 2021 when Bitcoin was sitting over at 47.5. I believe by that time, by November 19th, we would be able to hit $69,000 to $70,000, right? There's a $69,900 prediction. And look what happened. You press play here, and we would double top there, and I was literally off by 10 days, 8 days really, because we would go those 2 days up on November 11th, 11/11, and I said by November 19th, I was off by 8 days, and my prediction hit exactly to where I want. That was a cup and handle. This is how I became famous as Sammy Cup and Handy. Some of these predictions were just insane, and they're set in stone forever. I didn't sit there and say something on Twitter. I didn't just blah, blah, blah. I put the proof on the pudding, baby. I showed you exactly what I was talking about, and I used technical analysis to do it, and by golly, gee, oh my, we absolutely nailed it. So, hey, you never know. You never know about these crazy, interesting predictions. I have another one here that I'm looking at that we will cup and handle, possibly back down to about, 29,000, 30,000, even lower, 25,000, somewhere in this area. I drew a fib on this the other day, and there's a CME gap right in that area too. And then we could pump back up here to 63,000, right? And it doesn't have the date there for whatever reason. I don't know why I didn't carry over the date. I needed to use, that's the all-time history index. But it does say we will get somewhere to about 63,000, all right? Sad I don't have the date. I would like to see that date. But you know what? Once it fills out, the date will play out. That's what. You don't see the date yet, but the date will play out. And we'll be able to play this and see kind of what happened there. That's what I love about these predictions. You can play them out and see kind of what happened there, all right? Do we get to 42,000 eventually? And then we come back down to 29, 25, and then do we pump? Just something to think about. Anyone think that's possible? Does anybody think that's possible here on the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. 1,000 people on the live stream. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. I mean, we are 1,000 people on this live. God bless you all. Hit that like button. Be a part of the movement with the crypto lifers. So one thing I was about to show you, all right, we'll get out of logarithmic view. They took away the log button. I realized you just hit Alt-L, and that's how you get in and out of log, all right? I figured that out on my own. I just said, well, let me try it, and I was right. Because this log button was gone for a second. I don't know what they were doing one day. It was wacky Satoshis over there. So look, just like you can call a top on the dollar, you can call a top on BTC. We go back to the Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and we look at this top that we had. And what I want you to understand is this concept here. Even the weekly, I believe it might have been there, right? But we'll just look at the daily or 3-day. The idea is this: you were swinging to the upside while the RSI was swinging down. Heavy bearish divergence. Tells you to get out of the trade. It's not going to happen. I always tell people this. Look, everyone said we were going to 100K. But if you knew what a rising wedge was, rising wedges say we break down 68% of the time. All you need to know, if you just knew chart patterns and no other indicators, if you just knew how to draw patterns, right? And look, there's your head and shoulder too. And then you bearishly retested the previous resistance area. You grab the length of the head all the way down to the neckline here, and you swing that there. And look, that's exactly where we went. Off by like a few beans. So to me, I use indicators and I like them, and they add, but to me, the patterns tell you so much. And if you just listen to the patterns, you'd be surprised. If you just knew what a rising, like my beginner's course, I teach a rising wedge in the head and shoulder. And a 2-hour beginner course, you would be able to figure this out, right? I do teach class too every single week, baby. Just so you know, I said baby, but everybody out there, I teach class every single week. If you want to jump onto the class, let me know. It'll blow your mind. You'll learn so much. I'll give you all my special sauce, literally super fast. Like, you'll be like, whoa, how did he do this? Nope, not there. It's I think it's number 2. Number 2. There you go. And there's my class. $99 if you're not in the trading group. $60 if you're in the trading group. And the halving's coming in a year. It took me 4 years to understand this. I'm going to download as much as I can, but I want to get you up to speed before this halving. All this up and down is minutia right now, but I want to get you up to speed before the halving so you can understand what's going on in the markets and you can play it right, all right? So just one thing to think about. I also teach class the last Saturday of every month, so I'll be teaching class from about 9 a.m. to 12 this Saturday. So if you can't make it on the weekday, I understand. Jump on into class this Saturday, right? Trade still struggling back to break even, but don't worry. This is a long-term idea that I'm thinking about, and it's not all about the money right now. It's about what's going to happen here on the 4-hour time frame, and I could be wrong. Just want to make that clear. There's no guarantees. So look, back to the dollar. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, and you have this similar scenario here, right? Look, if you break it down, you kind of have the head, shoulder, and a shoulder, and you get a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time. So just as I figured out Bitcoin was topping out, you can figure out the dollar was topping out. Same scenario. Not much different. So you can even learn how to trade the dollar. You can learn how to trade inverse assets by looking at the main asset that you're getting into, which I found absolutely interesting, right? It's a beautiful thing there. Shout out to the 500 likes. You people are unbelievable. Thank you for the love. And one thing I noticed, some people were getting unsubscribed to the channel. Just double check if you're subscribed. And if you did get unsubscribed, let me know. Are you subscribed to the channel? Stream was frozen? What? They froze me, didn't they? They tried to freeze me. They tried to freeze my stream. Why? Yeah. I don't know. Feels like False Move Tuesday. Like how you flip the chart upside down. Facts, I'm just waiting for the halving next year. Everything this year is just distraction. Amen. Weird, I was unsubscribed automatically. Yep. Please subscribe back to the channel if you've been unsubscribed. I want to get all my peoples back. And I was going to pray for every night that whoever does get unsubscribed gets stream back. Stream is not frozen. Same here. But all good. Just refresh. Amen. They're just messing with you. All good. Yeah, now we're back. Look, 777s. And now we're back. More people coming in. Stream was at 964. In a half a second, it goes down to 750. Literally, like, I don't care. I'm super excited that we're like that. We're like not stick in the muds. And when you're not a stick in the mud, that's what happens to you. All right? When you're not a stick in the mud, this is what you got to deal with. All right? Could the dollar boom on the weekly? I mean, it very well could. Does it go all the way back to 179? I don't know. I think that's a bit ridiculous. All right? But here's the deal. We're still heading down. And right, once you cross this dotted line, a lot of pain could come. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't mean it's over. Usually a lot of pain comes when you hit the dotted line. Let's look at when you hit the dotted line on the stochastics right here. Right? That's when we first hit the dotted line, if you see what I'm saying. Right about there. And the dollar would drop from 98 all the way down to 89. Okay? Here's another place where we hit the dotted line right about there on the weekly stochastic, and we dumped. And then you came all the way back up and you made a lower high. I also see this as a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder here to the downside too as well. All right? So just something to think about. Shoulder, head, and shoulder on the move. All right? Bookmap still showing 26,500 as the load-up zone, or at least the place where they're going to squeeze all the longs. I would be very careful. They need to pump the price up right now to get people to long the chart. They want to induce emotion. So they're going to, oh, yeah, and then flatten you like a pancake if you don't understand how to trade, right? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder on the weekly for Bitcoin. That's a definite head and shoulder. That tells you we're going to drop to the downside. I would pay attention to this greatly. Super chats, LCX, JASMY 22-hour, and 100 FLOKI USDT. Interesting. Good morning. I'm late because I am aiming to see if I can move my family to Florida this summer. Hey, God bless you, man. You'll be there with me, brother. I'm moving there this summer as well. I can't wait to see you there. And we'll have lifer meetups. We'll hang out. It'll be a blast. I'm excited. You should be excited. The Florida run is happening. The lifers going to Florida. So I do see the weekly attempting a move further down here to the downside. I also see the daily getting very overbought. All right? Getting very overbought. And that's a rounded top. You know? It's funny. It's almost an Adam and Eve double top. Like there's your Adam and there's your Eve. You see that? To the downside. Okay? Weird to think that our corporate overlords would want to be financially independent and think for ourselves by watching this great channel. I went all over the net. No one could teach like you, Sammy, the language of the charts. Hassan, come on, man. Thank you for the love, man. So many people have said that. So many people have said that. I am posting that to my Twitter. And, you know, if you can, write me a testimonial. These things are needed. People need to hear this stuff. Here's what they say. Here is what they say. And get me to 130,000 people on Twitter. I could see us at 130,000 so fast. Only a matter of time. Oh, I did the wrong thing there. Shift and not control. There you go. He said he went all over the internet. No one teaches like you, Sam, the language of the charts. Dude, one of the nicest compliments I've ever seen, man. And God bless you, Hassan Kamal. Salam. Salam alaikum, my man. Usually someone named Hassan is Muslim, but you never know. But me being worldly, it would make sense. All right. I told you it's true, baby. Yep. New meme coin, GENSLR. Oh, we already went over GENSLR. We'll talk about it if you want. We'll break it down. It looked like it was in a bull pennant. And to me, it's not new. I had a hard time copping it yesterday, though. The gas fee was weird. There was something going on. But if you go to Dex Screener, which is where I love to go, it used to be Dex Tools, but Dex Screener is just far better, in my humble opinion. Shout out to the 794 people, 1,000 people on the live. I'm convinced there's 1,000 people here. I really am. Probably over 1,000. Probably like 3,000, really, at the end of the day. So, GENSLR, right here. And it's called Good GENSLR. And it was in a bull pennant. Let's see what happened to that bull pennant. Wow, it got wrecked. Look at that. Only 32% of the time will that happen. That thing got demolished to the downside. Wow. Wowzers. Now it's in the falling wedge. And it actually came all the way back to zero. Yeah, you'd be careful with meme coins, man. Yikes. That's why I only put in like a couple $100 in these things. I went a little harder in PEPE, but I'm going to hold PEPE for a long time too as well. We'll see what happens. Andy meme token microcap. Meme coin. I have been seeing this one. Why does people keep bringing this? IYKYK. Someone gave me this yesterday. It was brand new. This thing is just getting started. So had I got in yesterday, be up 132% already from the very beginning, already up 800%. That's how these things start, and then they get out of control. But again, be very careful. I don't want to make this the meme center of the world here. I'm just curious about everything that I see and look at. So that's all. She's yelling. My little girl is starting to yell all the time. She's so funny. She gained her voice box, and she is just louder than loud. Hey, you! What are you saying up there? Hey! Hey, you! You can hear me? Hey, you! Get over here, you cutie pie. If you know, you know. Interesting. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's what it means. If you know, you know. Wrapped ETH. I mean, up 800%. We looked at it. Yeah, someone told me about it yesterday, but I refused to look at it. Right? The pair has been created in the last 24 hours. Make sure you fully understand. Yes, it's a brand new coin. Brand new coin. Everyone thinks you're going to get the next Pepe. Just be careful. A lot of these things can go up and down and turn to zero. I only put in what I'm willing to lose, and I walk away. I don't really put a lot of time and thought into them. To me, it's more of it's fun. You know what I mean? But it's not trading 101 like we do here. All right? Let's take a look at the S&P futures, ES1, and I'm also going to look at NQQ, the NASDAQ future, because my good friends have been trading it. My awesome lifer buddies, the lifer buds. So look, I mean, the S&P looks somewhat healthy here. That's a cup and handle, but the handle's even more sideways, and the daily's getting oversold. We're going to have to get through the 4-hour pain, right? But it's actually dropped faster, so the S&P is actually lower than Bitcoin. It looks pretty good. It looks very interesting, all right? I like what the S&P is doing, and it has a measured move. What is the measured move? It's here, and it takes us to about 45.18. If the S&P gets back to 45, I mean, the money print to go brrr, right? And I'm telling you right now, they're going to front run the fact that they're going to print money. They have to print money in June and July because of the debt ceiling. I know this. May, June, July, only 2 more months. We don't have that much of a pain before we get back into risk on assets again. Gold will start pumping, and I'm making this prediction for you. You can go with it whatever you want. Yep. Let's take a look. And so the S&P future looking good to me, right? 4 hours getting oversold. The daily's getting oversold. Likely to break out of this cup and handle to the upside. At the very least, it could get a little bit of a squeeze down, get tighter in the zone. And this is a symmetrical triangle. I'm showing you has a 50% chance down to 32.2, but it could also break back up. What you can do is you go here to the plus sign, hit control. You can just grab anything you want right out of it. Well, I didn't know it was going to grab that. That was kind of funny what that just happened. I've never done that. That was weird. That was like a magic trick, right? Anyway, this tells me that we can get all the way up to this zone here at about 495. If we get back to 5,000 on the S&P, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. This is the last elevator going up. My bro, whoever did lives there. Yep. So how did the ETH take 3 to 5 minutes? No, it didn't happen yet. I don't even think it happened because it got stuck in a nonce transaction from an old transaction I got going on. Oh, no, there it is. It did finally get there. We don't know how long it took. Received. We don't know. I had to give up, man. I apologize. But there is the ETH. Now I can mint more. I can mint another one. We'll do 7, right? I already did 2. I'll do some more. I'm with it. $18 to mint. You saw that? What a ripoff Ethereum is. I'm telling you right now, ETH already has too high of fees, and they're going to make it worse. Man, great jacket with a red attire. Very nice lifer. Shout out to John Thomas for the $3, man. Hey, God bless you. OBT going to the moon. What is OBT, man? Oh, you nasty. Always makes me think. TDT. OBT. OOBIT. Up 1% today, huh? It's going all the way to the moon, huh? Pay for almost everything with crypto. I like that. Scan and download the OOBIT app. Interesting. Ooh, choose your experience. Ooh, buy crypto as little as $10. Ooh, tap to pay in the store. Ooh, pay anyone instantly. Ooh, all of this and loads more. Dude, this is, whoa. You're onto something, dude. You are onto something. I need this because I'm a crypto guy and I like to pay for everything in crypto if possible. This is amazing. I just downloaded the app, dude. You're getting me going right now. This is hot. Woo! Now I know what you're saying. See, that's why I always listen. Even sometimes I think it could be just someone just trying to push something. Dude, I'm getting that app right now as we speak. I'm not playing games. I know what's up. That's hot. This is hot. I like it. I like it. It's got more contract addresses. It's here too. Let's take a look at it on Deck Screener and see what's happening here. Wow, you just put me on, dude. That looks like I could change my life right now. Like I could use that right now. OOBIT for wrapped B&B, baby. Dude, OOBIT will be there for you all, man. Wow, Hassan, are you one of the people on the actual team from OOBIT? The chart looks absolutely horrible. I wouldn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, but it looks like I'll actually use the app. The chart looks just completely gross. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but maybe it's just so early, no one knows about it. I don't know when this thing first came out. Wow. OOBIT provides in-store payments with crypto with an unbelievable Apple Pay experience. Thanks to its cutting-edge payments technology and the magic it does behind the scenes, OOBIT has built a robust ecosystem that allows customers to pay with crypto anytime, anywhere on existing Visa, MasterCard, POS terminals. While consumers pay with crypto, the merchants receive fiat money settlements the very same way as all other credit card payments. Merchants don't even know the transaction was initiated with crypto, let alone they do not need to onboard to accepting the crypto. Who are the founders of OOBIT? Dude, it's a prolific blockchain investor, dude. Make it unique. Wow, where can you buy OOBIT? On the MEXC exchange. Of course, they got it on MEXC. Dude, MEXC just never ceases to amaze me. All right? And then we're still up 1%, $8 of the trade. We'll continue to make that. It was up at 45 at one point. Let's get back at his spot here on MEXC. I got to take a look at this. Dude, and this is why I love when the market starts to change. We just learn so much more on the channel because there's so much more activation and things going on. Auto Reef card, and you can pay with crypto too. I'm all set, man. Reef ain't one of my favorite coins. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? And what happened to PEPE? It's not up in there. AIDOGE took a beat down. Got that little sell-off there for a spike. And what's up with our PEPE? PEPE's still holding above 2,000. Struggling though, but still holding above 2,000. If I were to sell all my PEPE right now, it would be at about 1370. So PEPE taking a little bit of a beat down. Yikes. Let's take a look at OOBIT. What's the ticker here? Let me take a look back. Let me track this for you. OBT. OBT. And remember, 0 spot and trading fees here on MEXC. So it's awesome. I minted 7 copies of Stand with Crypto. I've done 9 copies at this point. I've put my, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Keep tweeting this. Let's get this to trend if we can. What's the best song to play in the headphones right before you put in a life-changing leverage long position? No eat, no pay. Why are you going to go leverage long, though? Without learning from me first. I know, that's so funny. Oh, yeah. So let's take a look here at MEXC on OOBIT. Oh, my eye's itchy. You ever get an itchy eye? You just have to, do that quick, Oh. Feels so good, though, when you itch the eye, right? There we go. Shout out to the 785 beautiful souls on the live. $74 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely blessed. Let's take a look at OBT. And we're going to learn about new coins every single day here. Yeah, the chart looks absolutely very, very strange, right? Very strange. I don't know about trading the coin, but I definitely want to use the services. Like, this app is getting me excited right now. I do want to see how much the fees are. So that's the one thing. I want to see how big the fees are. Well, they're making it hard for me to get this thing. This is weird. There we go. Just had to double click. I want to make sure I wasn't getting blocked by the Apple Store there. I mean, if you had to look at it real quick, I know it's the pattern's a bit absurd. Yeah, the chart looks absolutely horrible. Like, it's something I would never want to touch, honestly. But if it picks up adoption and it moves, it is in an ascending triangle with higher lows. All right? Just something, the liquidity is just gapped out of there, right? 89%. So, I wouldn't trade that, though. Okay. Did you get the Credits blockchain and app? No. Credits also does the same thing, does it? Little Itchy Eye sounds like a rapper name. Funny. Sam, you are the man. Well, thank God for finding you and teaching us the way to live. Only spread the love. Timmy313, may God bless you, man. So let's take a look at the dollar index. Doesn't look amazing. All right, we've gone over that as well. We looked at the Bitcoin. Let's look at the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency. You want to look at total. All right, total shows you what's going on in the market every single day. And so we looked at total. And there's a chance that look, there's two ideas here for the market cap today. All right. The daily wants to move back to the upside, the 22-hour, but we could even get this bend and a big dump can happen. The 12-hour is low, the 8-hour is a little high, the 6-hour looks absolutely horrible. So to me, the 6-hour is coming down on a bear flag, and that's the same reason that I'm shorting Bitcoin. Same idea at 111 right there. And the target here is going to be at 997. We're going to breach the $1 trillion market cap, and that's just kind of what's got me going a little bit. Now, if we could somehow stay here, or it might be a bear trap. We might come in and get back inside the pattern. If we get back inside the pattern, we can go sideways here inside of what looks like a bull pennant and then break back up to new highs at $165 trillion. But something would have to happen. We'd have to have the bank, honestly, with the debt ceiling and everything going on, and Bitcoin is the answer. I wouldn't be surprised if something insane happened in the news. And I know, show me the charts showing you the news, and Bitcoin skyrockets and something else changes. We're closer to something happening like that than we are to Bitcoin dumping, in my humble opinion. But the chart suggests, if I get off of all that nonsense, I get rid of the moving averages, the chart suggests that we're going to bear flag down on this 6-hour time frame. But only time will tell. We could be somewhat, So I'm short on Bitcoin for the same reason that the total market cap doesn't look amazing. All right? I'm just being honest. And there's the length of the pole. That brings us down to this area here at about $986 billion. We do lose the $1 trillion psychological level. And if we take a big look at this, we have a shoulder, we have a head, and a possible little right shoulder there. That's textbook and could drain us to the downside. It would be the same measured move because you take the length of the leg of that head there. LDO getting ready to dump. Look at LDO. Yeah, I mean, there's another. Yeah, I mean, this guy's spot on. I mean, it's already dumping. It already broke out of the flag and wants to drop to the downside there too. That's the LDO perp there on Bybit. Again, I don't trade Bybit, but just something to think about there. Phantom short still in play. We've talked about it. We've gone over it. We're up in gains. We're up 11%, and it looks great on the 6-hour. Like there could be more coming. Slight bearish divvy, but not too bad to the upside. Celtics play tonight, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we do. And we can close out this series, man, and put the Atlanta Hawks back home, baby. FRC bank going down. Next one to fall, but bump to follow. Who knows? First Republic, yeah, it doesn't look good. Yep. Great news, Andre. Good for Bitcoin. Yeah, I know, right? I love it. And again, when you own Bitcoin, you'll never have to wait in line for your money. If you have all your money in the bank, you're going to have to wait in line for your money. Do you want to wait in line for your money, or do you want to have it on a hardware wallet ready to go at a moment's notice? You do whatever makes you happy, but I'm just explaining to you that you may just want to have some Bitcoin. I'd rather, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, all right? But what I do want to make clear is if you go to my channel, let me make this really clear on my channel. You go to the About section, you know what I mean? And I run a great business, right? I run a subscription service business on my trading platform and what I do. And, I teach my trading system. But what my business does, it educates people on technical analysis and safe practices of crypto. The relationship is strictly student to teacher. What my business does not do, I will never consult you on your portfolio or tell you what to buy or sell. I will never manage your money for you as well or for any reason. If anyone contacts you offering these services, they are impersonating me, and it is a scam. I am not a financial or an investment advisor. Thank you for watching. I just like to make that really clear. About to hit 4 million views on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. LCX, JASMY, 100X FLOKI, XRP, GGG, and HAX. As anyone can pay me to hold your money for you like the Bank of DJ. Just trust me. Yeah, right? So funny. Lifer, when are you going to release a swimsuit calendar? Oh, that's coming. How did you know that we were working on that? Yeah. How did you know? Will you look at the HEX chart, please? We'll take a look at HEX. You want a 100X signal. The interest payments alone on the U.S. debt will be more than double their $800 billion annualized defense budget. Also, $130 trillion in unfunded liabilities. They will print endlessly. Oh, yeah, they have no choice. They're going to continue to print to the point of no return. I studied history, and this is what happens, everybody. Every single fiat currency prints itself to zero. It's what they do. And look at that Matic move, moving to the upside even since we put it out on the channel today. All right. And they're flooding Matic, and it's up 9% there. That's a short. These are short tokens for Matic. Getting a little high in the 6 hour kind of tells me it might kind of fall through because it got shorted a little earlier than everybody else, had a little bit of a move on it. The Gala short pumping. And look, you have an inverted head and shoulder on the Gala short. Shoulder, head, shoulder. You broke the neckline. That thing wants the moon too. So I'm seeing a lot of money in the shorts today. Looks like shorting the market is going to pay off. In my humble opinion, I'm getting a bunch of more indications. I look at multiple charts, and the charts can tell us what's going to happen in the short section. All right. Has algo bottomed? I mean, algo's boring. I bought algo at 30 cents. It ran up to 3 beans. I still hold algo. I like it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's definitely something to have long term, but it's not something I would look at every day. I would just kind of keep it on a hardware wallet and leave it alone. Wait, what swimsuit calendar? I can't wait. Only the biggest. No, it's gonna be a male swimsuit calendar for the ladies though. And I have a lot of lifers in my group that like work out every day. So I'm going to pick like the biggest, strongest lifers that I know. Like here's my buddy. You guys don't even know who are lifers, man. We got like famous people that are lifers. I'm serious. I got people all around the world that hook me up. They're like, dude, lifer, we love you. Right? But my man RBM, see this guy? He's a lifer, dude. And this guy doesn't play. Like this guy doesn't play. And if you watch my vlog with this dude, we hung out together and we vlogged, right? Did we ever get it on the channel? I swear we got it on the channel. Sean, do you know where that is? And he brought me to the gym. Shout out to Jenna, man. I love that she came up. Jenna, we love you. Just can't be live when I'm live. I'm just joking. It's all do whatever you want. We all have our own thing, and everyone can rewatch a lot of the stuff too. But I went basically. I went to the gym with this dude, and he showed me what to do, man. And he helps people like just change their lives. Look at this dude. Went from there to there. And that's what happens when you get fat too. You get all this loose skin. Remember that. It's not, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to, but, and my man, RBN Fitness, he's helping people change their lives, man. And man, this dude's the man, dude. Look at him. That was him back in the day. This is him now. Look at that. Look how he changed his life, dude. Huge, 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 huge. 1 million followers on YouTube, 4,000 posts, and he helps men and women get in shape, just like I help you get in physical and financial shape. He helps you get into big time shape, and he's all about them. Look at the size of it, dude. He takes the legs, he does it all, and he doesn't skip leg day. I'll tell you that right now. Will you be on the cover shirtless on April? Yes, for sure. Sending good vibes, Sam. I high leverage trade full time. Watching your channel has helped add some more weapons to my toolbox, and my gains have been significant. Sending you vibes and positivity. Dude, that's so cool. Can you guys write this in the testimonial section? I'll paste it here. But look, if you join my Discord for free, completely for free, you'll have access to here. I went out to the group for a minute and been down the ride with the lifer to end from the jump street. My best friend died next to me about 33 years ago. Over the course of the doc was 33 minutes. After the course, 4 times, 5 time minutes, BK McDonald's had 133 specials. This guy's funny. I have the 33 tattoo on my leg for 24 years. Then I go see the lifer 33. I don't know how long I've been here, but I will be in 99. Keep going, lifer. You are the best, brother. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the love. We've changed people's lives here. So many people have done so many things. Last month, this guy made $10,000 in 1 month. 40,000, I believe he said. People making just serious gains, just trading. People super happy. I just never seen. Look, the testimonials go on and 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 on. You can read story after story about how people change their lives. You could literally sit here, I think, for 10 hours straight and just read testimonial after testimonial, right? Sam, grateful for this chance. I've been listening very carefully to your live streams, and you keep mentioning Jasmy. Jasmy, I felt it in your speech. Boom. And in 5 days, the result. Wow. After doing some more research, decided to go for it. In 5 days, as a result. Thank you very much. He made $1,800 in 5 days trading Jasmy. All right. I mean, just so many awesome stuff here. You can jump in and figure out yourself. But if you can hit this link to my Discord that I put out in the pinned comment section and write me a testimonial, that's worth more than gold for me. If you can write me a testimonial, right? Look at my man, dude. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. He's so ripped. And I'm going to move to Florida, and he's going to be my personal, he's going to get me absolutely ripped. Look at this dude. Diesel. Absolutely diesel. So, and he's a lifer, just so you know. He's in the trading group. He's a lifer, man. These are the type of people you'll find in the trading group, people that excel at many high levels in life, not just a few. Gala short looking interesting to me. Get a little high on the stochastics, though. Do we have more legs to go on the 1 hour time frame? You never know. How's the short doing? Just still about 1%. Oh, no, up 3%, 17. And it's highly likely the short's going to play out, but you never know. Only time will tell. If you don't know how to short the market, I was looking at this for my lifers, people in my trading group. Is a Bitcoin 3S token on KuCoin. And what it does is you can trade it bullishly. And I see a cup and handle. All right. And now it's talking about front running the golden cross. We turn back to moving averages. That 50 is about to cross the 200. It's a pretty good sign. You're going to get a pump to the upside too as well. It could pump up and retest this line. And I say retest is the safest. Front running the golden cross is high risk. And it's also more aggressive. Okay. But this has a likelihood, very nice likelihood of breaking up. And if you flip to Bitcoin, Bitcoin looks just like this. Bitcoin looks the opposite and a descending triangle to the downside. This wants to pump up 28% gains too. And that's why I tell everyone, like, Bitcoin looks like it's going to make a bit of a move here to the downside based on what I'm looking at. All right. Another thing, look, to trade the JASMY short. Similar idea for JASMY short. It's doing the exact same thing Bitcoin's doing. All right. And this is why we watch Bitcoin every day here. And then we make our plays off of Bitcoin. Simple stuff for me personally. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. And the JASMY short, and we also play the bunched up moving averages all the way here. I mean, and there's the 200 SMA, right? So watch price pump to the 200 SMA. We've seen that many, many times. I wouldn't be surprised if this flipped bullish, and that could be a massive gain shorting JASMY. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. This is just what I'm looking at. You'd have to know the education that I teach and find your own style or system and then apply it to the chart. And if it works for you, then it works for you. All right. Let's jump on into the news real quick. Let me finish the super chats. Let me do a couple super chats here. LCX and JASMY. I just gave you a short on JASMY. That might kind of tell you what I'm thinking about JASMY. LCX getting a massive move down. Never pumped out of this. May get stopped out too as well. We see this falling wedge. A big level of liquidity there too as well. All right. So this may get stopped out. This trade did not play out. Not every single trade that I open plays out. Never. If every trade I open played out, I'd be a liar. All right. I've never met a human that's never lost a trade. Like, once you trade, at least some people are super accurate, but you're going to lose. If you've never seen your fellow YouTuber post a loss, I would definitely worry what's going on there. Nobody hits every single trade. They're either afraid to post a loss, they're insecure. They don't, if they show you, and I don't care what other people do. I just don't care. But I've watched YouTube for years, and I was on the other end of the lens. I wasn't always the guy in front of the camera. I was the guy watching YouTubers. So I studied YouTubers. I know exactly what it's like to watch them and what they do. And I've seen a few YouTubers that never post a loss, and to me, it's very strange. Because I'm like, we know that you lose. You know what I mean? Admitting that you lose will gain far more respect than playing games like you don't lose, right? So just, showing your losses is better, is as long as you can produce some wins. Like, you got to have a good win rate, but that's the thing. And like the 577 for LCX, could it continue lower? Let's take a look at the daily. Daily's pretty oversold. How about our 3-day chart? 3-day chart's oversold too as well. You just have to wait for this 22-hour to reset, in my humble opinion. But if it could lose this channel and come further down, I pull a Fibonacci on these whenever I see that, and you're coming back down to the 786 fib. I mean, it's interesting. I like this coin. I like this token. We also have this heartbeat. It comes back up and pumps. It could even come down and double bottom though. So I'm going to wait out the Bitcoin short first before I enter any longs. That's what I'm doing. But you do whatever makes you happy. And someone asked for JASMY on the 22-hour time frame. JASMY, baby, JASMY. It just makes me say that every time. So we put it out in this cup and handle, and we made gains of 46%. All right. So the 22 looks good to me right now too as well. But remember, it can slump and break to the downside. Just remember that, right? It's like I just showed a short, but the short was all we need is JASMY to go down 30% for the short to continue. It's now in a smaller cup and handle. You could even put it in something like this. See, likely to come further down though, back to this lower area. So for me, and I'll pull a mini fib. A mini fib is just taking this line to this line, and you're coming down to the 618 mini fib. We may wick down to 886. There's no guarantees, and at least to the point of control. Then you set support and resistance lines. and you must trade your support and resistance. It's just so crucial. So JASMY looks interesting to me. It also could be a bit of a double top here, though, right? And it could make its way back down to this area. So just be careful for JASMY. Let's let the short. I'm going to let the shorts play out, in my humble opinion, and we'll go from there. But you do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do. All right, and that brings the news. Let's bring out the news here. And I forgot to download the news and put it in the right place. So I'll have to redo that today. I still got the short news section. I wish I had an assistant here at my place that could do all those things for me, because I could just focus on the charts, and not even have to do any maintenance. Remember when I used to leave the banner on the screen all the time? Remember when I used to leave Bookmap up all the time? We don't do that anymore, right? We haven't seen that happen. Ever since I started fasting and changed my life, that's not happened anymore. Coincidence? I don't think so. All right. I love you all. Let's bring down that music so we can put our own music down. And let me bring you the news. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I go over crypto, and I talk about it, and I do it, and we chart it. We find new coins. We find new ideas. We find new innovations in the space that really take us to a higher level. Coinbase sues the SEC to demand regulatory clarity, and if you want, you can go over to Twitter, and you can find here, I'm minting these. You can stand with crypto, and you can mint, all right? And yes, there's 8,709 minted, and this is just the badge to say you stand with crypto to support them suing the SEC. This is kind of a symbol of solidarity in the market, something you should definitely do. I did it. I did 9 of them, all right? And there you have it. So Coinbase has sued the SEC, hoping to prompt the securities watchdog to provide regulatory clarity for the industry. They asked for clarity. They never got it. So now they're forcing the judge to say, hey, man, they got to answer this. Like, they got to tell us what they think. They're trying not to do that. They want to hide it from everybody. It's just not how it works, everyone. You got to listen to the people at one point. I love what they're doing. They're standing up and they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're taking a lot of the profits they made off everybody, and they're putting it back into this lawsuit to try to make things right, to make things right. I like what they're doing. Ethereum Layer 2 networks, total value locked, hovers at near record high. Data shows everyone is locking that Ethereum up. Why not? And gain that money based on your ETH contract. So I like what they're doing. Arbitrum, Optimism, so many different plays out there. Matic, I mean, it's just continuing. Arbitrum domination. Arbitrum 1 dominates the Layer 2 scaling landscape, accounting for more than 66% of the market share. Wow, that's a big deal. You also have Rocket Pool, right? You have Lido DAO. There's so much out there. Carey added that he considers TVL to be a flawed metric because it depends on the token's price shifts. Historically, TVL and token prices rise in tandem. Despite the price fluctuation, Messari's Dunbar sees TVL as a legitimate mechanism. I mean, it shows how many people are in there. And the rising interest in ZK rollups like ZK Sync Era and Polygon ZK ZVM have registered the fastest growing TVL over the past month. It's easier and quicker to do transactions. The rollups make it quicker. More people can do things. When you make tech fast, and that's the thing. Right now, the Swift system takes too long, but crypto takes way faster. How could the Swift system and the legacy system take over crypto? It doesn't make any sense. Why do people do Uber instead of a taxi? Because you have to go outside. You have to say, hey, taxi, can you get here? You put your hand out. You have to stand there. You have to get wet. If it's raining, it doesn't work. Sometimes you don't get it. And sometimes someone gets in front of you and takes your taxi. Hey, that was mine. There's been so many arguments over taxis. I've seen it. Hey, that was my taxi. Sometimes you see someone there. You walk 3 car lanes and put your hand in front, and you front run their taxi. I've done it so many times. I'm sorry. Sometimes you got to do it. It's horrible. That's what happens when you live in New York City. But now you can use the app and your phone for Uber, like we started 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even 6. And you can just call it. You can finish your last bite. You can drink your last cup of tea at the restaurant, and you can wave to your friends, spend that much more time with your friends. And so that's the simple idea, convenience. People want convenience, and they'll pay more for it, and they'll love it, and they'll be loyal to it. Cryptocurrency creates that convenience. Crypto is the Uber of the financial legacy system. The financial legacy system is a cab. Crypto is the Uber. So if Uber made it, then crypto is going to make it. That's just a simple comparison to me. And you don't have to get too deep into why crypto is going to be amazing and why Bitcoin's amazing. It's not that hard to figure out. Massive long liquidations coming now. My shorts are going to pay me. Come pay my shorts, baby. And they're going to squeeze the longs. If you see a big order down here and you're in between and you're attempting to long inside of a massive order, this guy wants to sell 4 to 97, 574 Bitcoins. He's inducing the longs to get liquidated by placing mass amounts of liquidity down here. This is how Bookmap works. It's highly likely we go further to the downside. So just something to think about. Decentralized exchange, GMX connects to Chainlink's low latency oracles following community vote. That's a smart idea. I think that's great. And people don't realize how big Chainlink's going to be. It's an interoperable oracle, and it connects multiple chains. It does multiple things. I mean, not understanding the ecosystem behind cryptocurrency will also hinder you in your investment. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but what I am telling you is the more you research and the more you know about these ecosystems, the better off you'll be. That's another reason. If you do trade leverage, trade it lightly. Don't be on the screen all day. Give yourself some time to actually research and follow what's going on. Now we're up 4.2% on the short, and there you have it. That's how you make 4% a day to keep the legacy system away. Hey. All right, and that's the news for you. Thank you so much for the $95 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely beautiful, and we're going to get back into the super chats before we're done. We have GGG, Triple G's, Grayco. I don't like doing GGG, honestly. I think it's corny, but anyway, we'll look at it for you. So GGG's in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. It's got some ascending triangle vibes if we kind of put it here. I get it, okay? If they print money, it will probably, do okay. Let's see here. We drew a fib on this bigger idea from this impulse up to here, and you bounce pretty close to the 618 fib. Let's take a look at our daily time frame. Our daily time frame's low. It suggests the pump is coming here out of the ascending triangle. So, hey, just the oscillators and the indicators say to me that this could make a higher high here. I believe that would then be possibly the bearish divvy that you're looking for on a bigger time frame. Let's look at our weekly, and then that may be a massive sell-off. Let's look. Yeah. So look, you'll pump up a little more, but as long as the RSI doesn't get as high as here, you're going to end up getting a weekly fall down with a weekly fall up. So one more push up for this possibly, and then I believe there's going to be weekly bearish div, and it's going to crash pretty hard to the downside. So I'd be very careful on GGG. All right, as they default or they have to print more money, you're going to see more and more layoffs. Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business. That's how it starts, everybody, and it's going to continue. So just be careful. Just be careful trading these stocks, all right? Let's take a look at HEX. USDC here on Uniswap or BitGet. I don't mind. The BitGet's got a more traditional-looking chart for HEX. We'll look at the 4-hour. So HEX getting slammed a little bit here, back to the downside. And we can even look at it on the Ethereum network, right? And that's what TradingView started doing. They started being able to really get you what you need all around. Crypto market cap. Yeah, so I look at the USDC on Uniswap. I find that's the most accurate because it's the decentralized thing that's happening. So here's the deal. Let's look at HEX. HEX came up, blasted to the upside. That's not right. Hold on. What's going on there? It's like not reading the chart properly. I'll take a mini fib here. HEX broke up, coming back down to the possible 618 fib. Something weird here. Are we on log? Oh, that's why. I was about to say, like, that ain't right. I must have been on log one time with this, and I forgot. So here. HEX bottomed all the way back to the downside here, all right? And then it came back up for the spike, but look, there's a heavy resistance for HEX. Previous resistance. I mean, if Richard Hart says that Bitcoin's going to 10K, like he's been saying, I mean, HEX is going to get banged, right? I mean, but he never mentions that HEX is going to go down. I'm not hating on Richard Hart. I don't hate on anyone. Life's too short to hate anything or anyone. You got to keep loving your heart in high frequency. But this says we can go even higher here to about 15184, okay? And then we're bouncing here off the lower time frames. Did you guys tweet at Tom Crown? Let him know that you want to see him on the show. If he gets more tweets than he gets of his last tweet, then he may think, hey, it might be worth it, right? So look at the daily here, pumping to the upside, 165% could come out of this beautiful cup and handle. The daily wants to pop. That is a cup and handle for HEX. Interesting. And when Pulse Chain comes out, it could really bring some big hype for HEX. So it made the bearish div. It started to the downside. Previous resistance becomes new support. Hey, It could lose this and go to the point of control right here. Let me bring it back in. It could lose this and go to this point of control at about 0.3828. But, you know, HEX is looking okay. Possible double bottom on the line here for HEX too as well. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. Yeah, 4-hour looks good. The daily looks good. Tells me that HEX may be a winner here in the next couple of weeks. To the upside, 165% gains for HEX, 181 possibly. It's interesting. If it loses this level, it could barely retest, and then it will drop down. That would be a chance to get out of the short, but that's what I'm looking at for HEX. All right, and I believe we got through all the super chats. I don't want to say it unless I did it. Massive cup and handle on the daily chart for FET. What do you think? Richard Arsville, we should have been at 10K according to him 6 months ago. Yeah, I never listened to all that stuff, honestly. Still need to watch the Feroz interview. Oh, you got to watch that thing. It's amazing. Sir, do you think FET will hold? Sending love, my brother. Nothing will hold if Bitcoin tanks, man. Nothing. Just understand that concept, please. All right. Have a look at OBT. We looked at OBT already. Thank you for saying that. Chart looks horrible. Chart looks absolutely horrible. All right. It really does. But, you know, I like the concept and the idea of what's happening, though. I really do. And I got the app in my phone now, and I can't wait to take a look at what this app's doing. And what you know, I'm excited. I really am, because I'm all about a traditional way to get in buy and sell. Wow, this is so cool. Transfer crypto easily. Wow, this is so amazing. I'm going to sign up today and get it all done and ready. Yeah, I'm going to sign in today and get it done and ready. This is cool, man. OOBIT. And I'm just signing up to the app. When I get the code, I'll do that later. I'm going to do a whole thing on that for you guys so you can understand. All right. Hex is tempting. Just signed up for the OBT app. Hopefully, it is all it sounds like. Me too. I'm excited. These people that throw out numbers like that lose nothing if it happens, and they look like a genius. If not, people forget. Exactly. That's what you say. We're going to 50K. And then it goes, hey, I told you. And then it never gets there. You're like, hey, you know, predictions are predictions. You know, this has happened. And I've seen that so many times from so many influencers. 100. I don't really want to do the 1,000 Floki, personally. I don't. Is that okay? I'm just not into it. As I do it anyway. I'm not into this. I'm sorry. It doesn't get me passionate. I don't want to talk about it. I love you. I appreciate your super chat. But that's just super chat enough. Like, if I don't want to look at it, that's enough of you to be like, all right, well, maybe, you know, that's what he is. That's a bunch of garbage. Anyway, enough with my mumblings. But, you know, I think you get what I'm saying, right? Without saying it. Or I said it, but you understand. Actions speak louder than words. I don't want to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. All right? I love you all. Mega pumpage incoming. So funny. Hey, thank you, Techo. Look at this. So it broke back inside this channel. Now it's bouncing. And looks like there could be a nice pump here for XRP. All right. Something going to come out, at, you know, honestly, with this SEC and Coinbase ruling, it might just give a little more leg up for XRP. But again, it also follows Bitcoin. And as we look at it together, they're both in a bit of a descending triangle here. You know. And this thing could continue to dump to the downside. So I'd just be careful. XRP likely follows Bitcoin. So just be very, very careful. All right. When we overlook it at the markets, we look at the BTC pairs too as well. Always look for BTC pairs for opportunity. And I told you I was in OPCTBTC. And now that trade is up in the money, baby. Up in the money. I never left this trade. I'm still in it. And today was a nice trade against Bitcoin for opacity, right? 1 hour is a little high. But the daily still got legs to go to the upside here, and you got a cup and handle with a higher low. Tells me that opacity could eventually get above the 200 SMA and boom to the upside. UTK had a little bit of a move against Bitcoin, but nothing else too crazy. 2%, 4%. Render holding against Bitcoin. So look, it's actually interesting to me here. Render's been hot. the Render BTC pair looks like Render could get its own little pop in the next few days, and Bitcoin could go sideways or to the downside, or they'll both go down, but Render won't go down as hard. You see? There's more people staking. If something has staking or something has kind of like an ecosystem behind it, and people are getting in because they like the ecosystem, and they're not looking at the price as much, then that can hold against Bitcoin while Bitcoin tanks. You see what I'm saying? So this looks interesting to me. The Render BTC trade. I would put an alert on the 4-hour time frame and wait for this to cool off. We probably can come back down one more time. So I put alerts right here. Boom. And boom. When these alerts hits, Render will probably be at the bottom of the channel. And to me, that would be more like it right there. Unless it can get another pump up and come off the retest. But it's more likely Render comes down here. But that would be a beautiful chart. So I'm going to put it, I'll put this here. I'll hit Alt-V. And what I do is I go back to the plus sign. I right-click Alt-V. And I put an alert on Alt-V. That alert's going to tell me that we're likely, when we hit that alert, and this will be my next BTC trade that I'm looking at too, possibly gain 35% off my BTC. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So that will be exciting. I like what I'm seeing here. So these are the trades you want to look at when the market's acting a little sketchy. You want to look different places and different things. Not everybody's going to be looking at the Render BTC pair. Only the OG traders and the people that are really know what they're doing. So the masses won't figure it out. You know, the 95% won't, but the 96, the top traders that understand what's happening and they know how to use Bitcoin pairs or just how to look for opportunity in general, they're going to, this is possibly could pay off. You know what I mean? And I put 4-hour alert set. All right. 4-hour alert set. And then we're still up 3% on the trade, holding it down. And I'm still bearish. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be, but look, shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there too now. So Stokes rolling over. Yeah. Bearish div on the DXY. Nah, never mind, man. Sorry to hear that you don't want to help when I ask for your help. Free, I will respect it. Sorry to hear that you don't want to help when I asked your help. That's, what is he saying? You talking to me? What is he saying? Okay. Sam, brother, have you already done 1 hour XRP chart today? I super chatted but missed it. Yes, I did. Yep. I just did it too. You can go back like 2 minutes. We just covered it. Whoever doing 100 Floki, just say Floki. Yep. Baby Doge. Never mind, man. Sorry to hear that you don't want to help when I ask for your help. Free will, I respect it. I don't know what you're saying to me, but just know that I just, if I can't offend you if I go my own way, right? You're one of the nicest people on my channel. I hope you're not. I don't know if you're talking to me either. I never know. Oh, about Floki? Yeah, it's just like I don't want to talk about a coin that I'm not into. Like, I don't have to like the coin you like, right? And the chart didn't look good to me. I wasn't a fan. I deserve my right to, right? You're like, I'm trying to help you, though. I mean, maybe it goes to 1,000. I don't know. I'm just not into it, man. Like, you should respect the fact that I'm not a brainwash boy and I have my own ideas, right? I would. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Everyone wants something for free nowadays. No, but he's one of the greatest. He always supports me and writes beautiful things. Everyone puts me in this mold like I have to be the person they want me to be. I'm going to be me. You know what I mean? You got to love me for me. You know? About Floki, no problem. I respect your free will. Exactly. Yeah. You should almost, whatever. I'm going to leave it alone. I just want to say thank you. Always good videos. Thank you, 1,000. God bless you, man. Oh, my God, Sam, I'm so sorry. I just noticed I was 2 minutes behind. Thank you so much. Anytime, Cameron. God bless you, man. Why are you typing Floki? It's just Floki. I like Floki, but he asked for 1,000 Floki. He didn't ask for Floki. He asked for 1,000 Floki. That's what I saw, 1,000 Floki. You know what I mean? That's what I saw. I'm just saying. Floki's different to me than the 1,000 Floki. Because you know the Shiba 1,000? That's what I thought he was doing. All right. I act like I don't see her, and then I'll pull her into the camera. Floki's all right. It's going up and down. It's a tiny little coin that you got to be really careful with. It could pump further up to the upside, possibly. I saw 1,000 Floki. To me, 1,000 Floki was like a different coin altogether because there's 100 SHIB in the SHIB, right? It could go up even more, 273% possible gains, but I mean, I don't know, man. You know? What do you want? It's not one of my favorite projects. I have to be honest. Stokes want to push up. This may pump today, but this is completely up to the person, right? That's a measured move of 273% gains. Maybe FLOKI does some damage. All right. Whoa. Hey. Hi, cutie. Hi. How'd you get so sweet, huh? She got a whole new level of understanding. Like, the way she looks at you is different.
She's becoming really bossy.
I know, right? She is a boss. Well, she's got my dad's birthday, so.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, yeah, no, she doesn't. Oh, yeah, the other one does. I forgot. She's the Pisces in the house. Let's get back into Bitcoin before I get out of here, and we're done for the day. Oh, 12:07. I didn't realize I was over time. Let's jump into Binance one more time. And so the short stays, I stay on the short. 4 hours trying to rip up, but yeah, it's like, You know what I mean? 1 hour time frames in indecision. It could, let's be open-minded here. Let's see if we can see some bullishness in the charts. I'll be open-minded. I'll go against my bias. All right. I'll delete everything, and we'll see if I can see some bullishness. We'll see what is bullish about the charts. All right. All right, so I could do my old idea that we're in the falling wedge that breaks up and breaks back inside and has a measured move to the upside, right? And this falling wedge could break us out, back up, right? 15-minute is oversold, and we could get a bit of a bounce here, right? It's just, to me, I see a descending. I still see the descending triangle, and I see you're not able to get above previous resistances, okay? This is the most bullish scenario that I could find, and it's pretty much of a, pretty much of a stretch, right? If you know me, we've been trading this type of pattern for a while, though, like the old break or root. We're below the point of control. When you lose a point of control, you go to the next volume area low. I mean, this is just so ideal. This is simple trading. You're going to go through this gap, and you're losing this one too. I mean, you're so likely to come down here. It's so obvious to me. You're going down to 25,000. All right. You may stop down here, possibly on some support and resistance. But look at the gap in the VRVP, and you're below a point of control. I'm just telling you, everybody, like, you do whatever makes you happy, but I got to be honest with you. Like, I don't see bullishness. I could force bullishness today, and I can't see it. I'm attempting to force it into bullishness. I just can't see it. Let's flip the chart upside down. Would we long this? All right? And this is what I do. Would you long this? I would long that all day. I would long that all day. Tight moving averages, 200 outside. Measured move to the upside. I mean, that looks like a beautiful long to the upside. Does it not? Cup and handle. So I'm just, if you would long this, right? And I'm upside down on the chart. So, like, I mean, that's going to the downside, everybody. You can do whatever makes you happy, but highly likely you're indecisive on this. It's about to fall down. 4 hour could flip at any moment and just turn back on you. And the 6 hour wants to take you to the downside. It is what it is, and I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But I've been short since last night, and we'll go from there. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. If you came for the channel and you're already doing the right thing, but definitely subscribe. We need as many people subscribed to the channel as humanly possible. And if you find yourself being unsubscribed, please jump on in and subscribe. Do the right thing if you can. Do the right thing if you can. Something weird there. Something weird. Hold on. I gotta go. That's weird. Something funny happening here.
What?
Hold on 1 second. We were at 700 last night. Brought me back to 661 overnight.
Did you end the stream?
No, I'm still live.
Oh.
I just want to see something here. Yeah. Well, you should be able to touch this and it says enable monetization, but it won't let me for whatever reason.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Maybe
So weird.
they have a kink,
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Another thing that I'm showing you, it's also somewhat bearish, is like that's a shoulder, that's a head, and that's a little right shoulder. There's a lot of it, and you're below a point of control, gap of the VRVP. You're likely to drop right down here to 24,937. Another thing that I want to talk about, last thing, and then I'm out of here. I know my wife's like, come on. Last thing I want to show you is the weekly, right? And your next weekly support, everyone thinks it's 25 too, but it's really 24,000. So look, everyone's talking about 25K, but they're not looking at the weekly. The weekly is 24,300. So it's likely we even go to the weekly support. And I just want to make that really, really clear. All right, weekly pointing down, and you got a rising wedge. This will pop up the dollar a little bit, or they could actually dump together. Just because Bitcoin dumps doesn't mean, but that's a rising wedge. To me, it already broke outside, and rising wedges break down 68% of the time the way they began. So, and we could get bought back up because people are FOMOing. I get it, and it's not all bad. I mean, this is consolidation for a massive move back to the upside if you don't get caught up in the smaller time frames. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you tomorrow on my next live. Unbutton the coat. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'll see you later on today in the trading group. God bless you all.